I only got one more night. I'm gonna leave out loud goodbye.
This gonna be the type of night they make movies about. Bitch nigga.
What up, what up, what up? It's your boy Mr. Von, Mr. Von's channel, Sweatbox. We back, we live, we active here on the channel. Yes, indeed, you know how we do. Still dodging those digital jabs, baby. Still dodging those digital jabs. Yes, yes, yes. Look, let's talk about this Halo TV series, man. It's getting a lot of coverage. It's getting a lot of press. There was a lot of anticipation going into the series. Video games adaptations they haven't been good. There've been very few that have been good. I think the best one we've gotten so far, Sonic, was pretty good. Arcane was awesome. That was the animation. That's about it. The last Tomb Raider movie was meh. Meh. Warcraft was meh. So I'm trying to think about other stuff but yeah, it's been rough, man. It's been rough as far as the video games. So Halo has some big shoes. So let's talk about this first episode, man. It's a lot of good. It's a lot of good. There's some bad, but there's a lot of good. This is a good show. I'm not even going to come out the gate. This is a good show. Spoilers. I'm going to talk about spoilers. And I'm a huge fan of the Halos. I've played every single Halo major franchise. All the Halo, the Halo Reach, the three main Halo 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and I'm currently still playing Halo Infinite. I didn't play ODST, and I haven't played Halo Wars 1 or 2. But other than that, man, I'm into Halo. I love Halo. It's probably one of my favorite games. So I'm super, super, super hyped for this show. They did a lot right. They did a lot good. And I'm not one of these dudes that like, you got to do just like the game. You got to do just like the game. You got to do just, I don't care. I just want a good show. I just want a good show. So if you tell a good story and give me some good, like I said, there are a couple things from the game that I think you absolutely have to do in order to make a good show. But like I said, and this being the silver timeline, I know this isn't canon to the game, which I absolutely don't have a problem with that. Be your own thing. Be your own universe. I don't have a problem with that. Especially if you plan on doing it. If you do it for 4 or 5 seasons, absolutely be your own universe. So, in this first episode, we're on Magical, which is a planet that I haven't heard of. So that's cool. And the thing that I like, because in the games we've hinted at the rebellion, especially if you play Reach. There's a lot of rebellion in Reach, and so I like that we're getting some of that. And you need that. You need the human storyline. And you need character development from Master Chief, because as much as we love Master Chief as a character, he doesn't get much character development in the games. He has a great relationship with him and Cortana, but there's not much character development as far as him, as far as his history. It's not until we get to Halo 4, where we get any real backstory of him being kidnapped as a child and all of that. Obviously, in the books and there's that lore is there, but I'm specifically talking about the games. So I enjoy the fact that we get all of that in this first episode. So we get a lot. They give us a lot. We see the Covenant. High Charity looks awesome. The Prophet of Mercy looks awesome. And I'm interested to see what they're going to do with this Maquis character played by Charlie Murphy. This human that's living with the Covenant. I'm interested to see that. So the first attack on the magical people, when, spoiler alert, everybody dies except for the Quan Li, I think is his name. That first scene was great. That was a great action scene. I loved everything about it. It's a great first introduction to the Covenant. One of the small complaints I have, the CGI is a little wonky in some places. Like there's one point where when he goes to pick up the big machine gun turret, that shot that they put in the trailer, I can see why they edited it the way it is, because the scene where he throws the gun down, where he throws the battle rifle down the sand, it was really bad. It's really bad CGI. And I get it, it's TV. You can't. I get it, so I'm not going to criticize too much. But there's a couple scenes when the CGI was looking kind of wonky. But there's also some scenes where CGI looks good. I think the elites look really good. Um, I want to see him do better with the armor. The armor looks really basic. You know what I'm saying? Especially in the scene, and somebody else pointed this out, and I was like, yeah, I agree. In the scene with the prophets, where the elites are walking with the prophet of mercy, and they're just in the basic armor but they're carrying these staffs. No, in the game, the honor guards got the elaborate headrest and the colorful. I want to see some more of that in the expansion of the. But other than that, it's a small thing, and that's, you know what I'm saying. I'm not gonna weep on that. Somebody pointed out. I think some reviewer pointed out that the elites look like the Kurgans from the Mass Effect series, and I started laughing. I was like, oh, that's funny. I'm currently replaying Mass Effect right now, so that's funny that they brought that up, because I was like, no, yeah, they kind of do look like Kurgans in that armor. But again, other than that, the elites look good. I like it. They had the plasma rifles. That was dope. Murdering people. It was very violent. Heads is exploding, limbs is getting blown off. Headshot. Yeah, it was very violent. I like that. And that first opening scene where Maki and all her friends get, well, not Maki, but let me look up that character's name so I don't keep mispronouncing it. Come on. There we go. Quan Ha. Thank you, Quan Ha. Her character. I like her character. She's good character. That scene with her and Miranda Keyes, where she's trying to convince her to speak up for the get her to speak up for the UNSC, and she was like, nah, that was a good scene. I like that. So but anyway, back to the battle. Like I said, I like they refer to him as Demon. I was waiting. I like that they did that. I didn't think they were going to do it in the first episode, but I did. There was like the Demon. So it's like, this is what I like about this is we're kind of coming in the early stages, just like we did. It's like, this isn't the first encounter that we've seen for the UNSC and the Spartans. This isn't their first encounter with the Covenant. This is our first encounter, obviously the first episode of the show, and this was the first people on Magicals. So it's still early, and as we see, Reach is still a thing, so they haven't taken Reach yet. Reach hasn't fallen, so are we going to get the fall of Reach this season? Because in the game, see, and they're not doing just like the game, but in the game, the sequence of events was Reach fell, and as the Covenant attacked Reach, they glassed Reach. Reach fell, the Pillar of Autumn escaped for Reach, and in its escape, they jumps and it found the first Halo. And that's where the first Halo game picks up. The first Halo game picks up with you just jumping out of slip space. And so it's not until you get to Reach, and we get the first two, I don't remember where Reach came out, but we get the first couple Halo games, and then they go back for the prequel that was Reach. So anyway, I'm getting to a lot of the lore. We see Reach before it's fallen in the show. It looks awesome. It looks great. I'm very excited to see that. There's even mention of the Skillion. I believe it's called the Skillion, which, if you remember in Halo Forward into Dawn, they had the Skillion and that was at Reach, wasn't it? I believe that took place on Reach. Yeah, because that was the fall of Reach. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm liking this show, man. It was very there was the scene where he's fighting the Covenant, and he's, you know what I'm saying, his armor goes down. It's straight out of the game. It makes the sound straight out of the game. I love it. They even had one of the Covenant. They even had one of the elites go work. Man, it was like, oh, I was dying. I was like, you guys are crushing it with the Easter egg. They were crushing it with the Easter eggs. So I was really liking that. Like I said, I spoke about High Charity. I spoke about Maquis. The rest of Silver Team, I like. And I like the whole story. I was listening to Harloff, and I don't want to, but I want to speak on that. He says he felt like the cliche of Master Chief going rogue and team. He said that felt cliche. He said that felt cliche. Master Chief going rogue, going off with Quan Ha. I liked it. I feel like I don't feel like that's going to be the main plot of the entire story of the entire season, but I don't have a problem with that. And I liked that whole scene of them trying to take him out with him taking the oxygen out and then him getting it back, taking control of the ship. That whole scene was dope. I thought that was a really good scene, and I loved all the Easter eggs as far as that. So overall, I'm very pleased with the show. I'm very, very pleased with it. I'm excited to see episode 2. I'm looking forward to seeing some bigger battles. This show had like a $10 million budget per episode, so that's like $90 million for the whole season. That's a huge budget. It's a huge budget, and you can see it. The visual effects are nice. There's just a couple scenes where the CGI looks wonky. A couple of the jumps that the Master Chief made, I was like, okay, you can tell it's CGI, and I get it. It's like, hey, it's not gonna be perfect. This isn't Disney we're talking about, so you know what I'm saying. So it's still very good. It's still very, very good. I don't want you guys to think you're looking at it. It's still very good. Like there was a scene where the elite ran at and just barreled the truck and knocked it over. It was great. I like it. There's really a lot of good stuff in here, especially if you're a fan of the games. I know there's gonna be people that don't like it, and that's fine. That's you. Do what you do. I really like this. I was very pleased with this. So that's my review of the first episode of Halo. Let me know what you guys think. Leave your comments below. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Click those notifications so you know when I upload. Check out the travel vlogs, man. I actually uploaded a new sports video too, so check out all the sections. You know what I'm saying? Come to the channel, hang out for a while. And until next time, you know how we do. Peace.
I'm a girl.